We have discussed continuity. In that class, I had given you only the definition and we had solved only 2 questions. So today again, let us solve some more questions on continuity. Here, reliance on continuity. So first question, you are right. Is the function f of x equal to 3ax plus b if x is greater than 1, 11 if x equal to 1 and 5ax minus 2b if x is less than 1 is continuous at x equal to 1, then find the values of a and b. This is the first example. So here solution is right. Now you have been given the function is continuous. So you know that function is continuous means the limit of the function at the given point must be equal to value of the function. And when the limit will exist, when both left hand and right hand limit exist and are equal. So since here the function is divided into 3 interval, means one is less than 1 means minus infinity to 1, another is 1 to infinity, and another is exactly at 1. So here first we will find limit of f of x tends to 1 plus greater than 1. So it is limit x tends to 1 plus, for x greater than 1 value of the function is 3ax plus b. Now it is what a rational, a polynomial or algebraic function, so we can put the value of x equal to 1 directly here. This is 3a plus b. Similarly, limit of f of x tends to 1 minus. So limit x tends to 1 minus, for less than 1 it is 5ax minus 2b, and being an algebraic function here also you can put directly x equal to 1. So it is 5a minus 2. And f of 1, f of x is this. So when x equal to 1, f of 1 is 11, it is given. Now we will write, since f of x is continuous at x equal to 1, we have the condition limit of f of x tends to 1 plus equal to limit of f of x tends to 1 minus must be equal to f of 1. These three should be equal. So this implies it is 3a plus b equal to 5a minus 2b must be equal to 11. That means 3a plus b is equal to 11. This is our first equation. And 5a minus 2b is also equal to 11. Now we will solve these two equations. So here minus 2b, here b. So if we multiply it by 2, now 2 into equation 1 plus equation 2. So 2 into equation 1. So it is 6a plus 2b. And equation 2 is 5a minus 2b. So plus, we have plus 2 minus 2b will be cancelled, and this is 6a plus 5a. It will become 11 equal to. Now here it is 11 into 2, 22 plus 11, 33. So imply a equal to 3. Then putting the value of a in 1, we get b equal to a is 3. So 3 3 are 9. So b equal to 11 minus 9 equal to 2. So these are the values of a and b if this function will be continuous. Okay. X cube plus x square minus 16x plus 20 whole divided by x minus 2 whole square, when x is not equal to 2, and this is k. When x equal to 2 is constant at x equal to 2, then same type question, find the value of k. And here we will take let g of x, it is x cube plus x square minus 16x plus 20. We have to factorize it. Now being a cubic polynomial, directly you cannot factorize it, so we will leave factor theorem. Now here you see g of 2, it is 2 cube plus 2 square minus 16 into 2 plus 20, that is 8 plus 4 minus 32 plus 20 is equal to 0. So since g of 2 is 0, so x minus 2 is a factor of g of x. Okay. Now if x minus 2 is a factor of g of x, so here you can divide it. X cube plus x square minus 16x plus 20 divided by x minus 2. So first it will be x square, it is x cube minus 2x square, subtraction, it is plus, so it is 3 x square minus 16x plus 20, it will be plus 3x, so 3x square minus 6x, it is negative, it is positive, so minus 10x plus 20, so minus 10, remainder is 0. So you can write it is limit of f of x tends to 2. Here we will not find left hand right hand individually, direct. X cube plus x square minus 16x plus 20. This, so you can write limit x tends to 2. This value now can be written as x minus 2, the divisor into quotient, so x square plus 3x minus 10 whole divided by, it is x minus 2 whole square. So this is limit x tends to 2. Here x minus 2 will be cancelled. So it is x square plus 3x minus 10 by x minus 2. Now again you can factorize it by splitting the middle term. It will be x plus 5 into x minus 2 by x minus 2, again x minus 2, x minus 2 will be cancelled. So limit x tends to 2, x plus 5, that is 2 plus 5 equal to 7. You see the limit. Now f of 2 it is given k. Now if limit, now if f of x is continuous at x equal to 2, then the limit of f of x as x tends to 2 must be same as f of 2. So this implies f of 2 is what? K. And what is the limit? 7. So this is the answer. So for k equal to 7, this function may be continuous. Question number 3. Our question is, let f of x equal to, it is 1 minus cos 4x whole divided by x square when x is less than 0. This is a when x is equal to 0. This is square root of x by 16 plus root x whole root over minus 4 when x is greater than 0. This is the function f of x. Now question is, for what value of a is f continuous at x equal to 0. So student, always remember in continuity, first of all you will find the limit, that is first step. And how you will find the limit? You will check the function. If it is divided into more than one interval, means less than something, greater than something, then you have to evaluate the left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay. And second thing is, you will find the value of the function, like at this point. And then you have to equate the value with the limit. If both the values are equal, then you give the conclusion that the function is continuous, otherwise not. And if you have to find the value of some unknown quantity like this, then after equating, directly you will get. So here also first we will find left hand limit and right hand limit. So first, limit of f of x tends to 0 minus. So limit x tends to 0 minus. For 0 minus, function is 1 minus cos 4x by x square. So limit x tends to 0. This is in the form of 1 minus cos 2 theta. 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sin square theta. So it will be 2 sin square, half of this 2x by x square. So this is 2. The sin square 2x. Sin square 2x when sin 2x whole square. So it should also be in that form. So here we will multiply and divide 4. This equal to, this is 8. 8 limit x tends to 0 minus. Now you can write it as sin 2x. Sin square 2x is sin 2x whole square. And 4x square is 2x whole square. So now you can write it because This is in the form of sin theta by theta. Theta tends to 0. X tends to 0 means theta also tends to 0. So this value is 1. 8 into 1 equal to 8. Okay. The right hand limit of f of x tends to 0 plus. So limit x tends to 0 plus, value is root x by 16 plus root x whole root over minus 4. Now your square root is there, so you have to rationalize. So limit x tends to 0 plus, it is root x. Now it will be the rationalizing factor, it is 16 plus root x whole root over plus 4 by 16 plus root x whole root over minus 4 into 16 plus root x whole root over plus 4. This is limit x tends to 0 plus the root x into 16 plus root x whole root over plus 4 by it is a square minus b square. So a square minus b square means 16 plus root x root over whole square minus 4 square. So this equal to limit x tends to 0 plus it is root x into 16 plus root x whole root over plus 4 by it is 16 plus root x minus 16. I have plus 16 minus 16 cancel. Denominator is only root x. So these two root x from numerator and denominator will be cancelled. So it is x tends to 0 plus it is 16 plus root x whole root over plus 4 only. Now again it is an algebraic function. So you can put x equal to 0 directly. So it will become 16 plus 0 root over plus 4. So it is 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Now you see left hand limit, right hand limit both are same 8. Mean limit of the function is 8. And now what is f of 0? F of 0 equal to 8. Okay. To be continuous, limit of f of x tends to 0 minus must be equal to f of x tends to 0 plus will be equal to f of 0. That means left hand limit is 8, right hand limit is 8, this equal to 8. So this implies a must be equal to 8. Clear? So for a equal to 8, the function will be continuous. A the function f of x equal to sin 5x by 3x if x is not equal to 0 and k if x equal to 0 continuous at x equal to 0. So some type. So here first we will find limit of f of x tends to 0 and limit x tends to 0 it is sin 5x by 3x. Now here you look, numerator 5 is there, denominator 3 is there. So it should also be 5, so you have to multiply and divide 5. So these 3 you can take outside 1 by 3, then you can write limit x tends to 0 it is sin 5x by, here only x is there, so we have to multiply and divide it with 5. So it is 5 by 3 limit x tends to 0 sin 5x by 5x. Now here x tends to 0 means 5x also tends to 0. So it is, if we take 5x as theta, so it will be in the form of sin theta by theta, theta tends to 0, which is equal to 1. So it is 5 by 3 into 1 equal to 5 by 3. And f of 0 is what? K. So f will be continuous at x equal to 0. So what will be the condition? Limit of f of x tends to 0 must be equal to f of 0. This implies k must be equal to 5 by 3. Then next number, this is an important question. All are important, but this one is most important. I am putting it with star mark. Of A, B and C, for which the function f of x equal to sin A plus 1 into x plus sin x whole divided by x when x is less than 0. This is C when x is equal to 0. And this is x plus bx square whole root over minus root x by b into square root of x cube when x is greater than 0. Maybe continuous at x equal to 0. Here also first left hand limit x tends to 0 minus, limit x tends to 0 minus, function is sin f plus 1 into x whole divided by x. So we will separate limit x tends to 0 minus, this sin a plus 1 x by x plus limit x tends to 0 minus sin x by x. Now for second one there is no problem because it is already in the form, but here sin a plus 1 x, here x, so here we have to multiply and divide a plus 1. So it is limit x tends to 0 minus, it is a plus 1 into sin a plus 1 into x by a plus 1 into x plus this is 1. So here also it is a plus 1 into limit x tends to 0 minus sin a plus 1x by a plus 1 into x plus 1. So it is a plus 1. This value is 1 plus 1 and this is a plus 1 plus 1. This is a plus 2. This is left hand limit. Now right hand limit, limit of f of x tends to 0 plus. Now here limit x tends to 0 plus, it is x plus px square whole root over minus root x by b x cube root over. Now students, if you observe the numerator and denominator, what thing you will get in common? Root x. So first here you take x common. Okay. if you take x common here, it will be 1 plus bx, right? Whole root over minus root x by b into, here it is x cube whole root over, means x to the power 3 by 2. So x to the power 3 by 2, you can write it as x into root x. Now this is limit x tends to 0. Now it is root x. If you take x outside, and it will become 1 plus bx root over minus root x by bx into root x. So limit x tends to 0 plus, take root x common, so it is 1 plus bx whole root over minus 1 by bx into root x. Now root x will be cancelled. So it is limit x tends to 0 plus, it is 1 plus bx whole root over minus 1 by dx. Now again, since square root symbol is there, we have to rationalize. So it is limit x tends to 0 plus, it is 1 plus bx root over minus 1 into 1 plus bx root over plus 1 by dx into 1 plus dx root over plus 1. It is limit x tends to 0 plus, a square minus b square. So 1 plus bx minus 1 by bx into 1 plus bx root over plus 1. Now plus 1 minus 1 cancel. So it is limit x tends to 0 plus, it is bx by bx into 1 plus bx root over plus 1. Again bx is cancelled. So you will get limit x tends to 0 plus, it is 1 by 1 plus bx root over plus 1. Now you see, if we put x equal to 0 directly in the denominator, then also value is existing. So you can put 0, so it is 1 by 1 plus 0 root over plus 1, that is 1 by 2. Now you see, left hand limit is this, a plus 2, and right hand limit is 1 by 2. And what about the value at this x equal to 0? It is c. Also it is given that f of g equal to c. Now if f of x will be continuous at x equal to 0, we must have limit of f of x tends to 0 minus equal to limit of f of x tends to 0 plus must be equal to f of 0. This implies limit, left hand limit is a plus 2, right hand limit is 1 by 2 equal to f of 0 is c. So a plus 2 equal to 1 by 2 equal to a plus 2 equal to 1 by 2, and c is also equal to 1 by 2. This implies a equal to 1 by 2 minus 2, that is how much? Minus 3 by 2, and c equal to 1 by 2. So we have got the values of a and c. But what about b? Because question is find the value of a, b and c. What about b? Now you see, in all these three cases, that means in left hand limit, right hand limit, and value of the function b is not there, it is independent of b. That means b can be taken as any real value. So here you write, now add the limit as well as the value of the function are independent of B. So B can be any real one. Okay. So these are the values of A, B and C. A is minus 3 by 2, C is 1 by 2 and B is any real. So these are few examples based on your continuity, that means how to check continuous function and how to find the value of some unknown quantity if you have given a function is continuous. So go through these questions, practice it and practice some more questions based on this type of question and try to complete exercise 5.1. So in the next class we will again discuss about continuity in an interval. Okay, thank you.